What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. This is Becky coming at you. And my name is Becky LaFave. I'm better known as She's in Charge of Business. And so I want to welcome you today. I've got IG going on, I got the YouTube and the Facebook. So hi to everyone jumping in and joining me. I love to see you all here. So, like I said, my name is Becky LaFave, and I coach female entrepreneurs how to bring their brand to social media and have that magnetic presence so people want to buy from what you're offering. So, that is a little bit about me. And so, today I want to talk about how can we get our first loyal followers? How can we create these first loyal followers? And so, that's what we're going to talk about today is how do we get where we have clients just waiting for us to drop our offers, become a customer of ours, right? And just refer to others. Like in my first business, I've been an entrepreneur for 31 years. And in my first company, that's where it got to be. I had these loyal people I had for 31 years. Hey, Vanjie. I had for 31 years, and they would refer all the time and buy anything that I dropped or I offered. So if that is you and you want something more like that, drop in me because being magnetic of building a solid personal brand is what it's going to take. What it's going to take to build your first 1,000 followers on social media. So the magic of building a solid personal brand is going to start with your first 1,000 followers. Okay. So a lot of times I'll talk to women and they're building a business and they're asking me, well, how can I get more customers? How can I get? And I say, well, how many people do we have on an email list? How many people do we have in a group? How many people do we have following you? How many people, right? Because everything goes around your followers. How many people are you gravitating towards? So let me give you a little wave there, girlie. It's nice to see you. It's been a while. So, and of course you want obviously more than 1,000. You want to be able to 10x that, but it really takes right around there on social media in your email list. I just did a master class last night about this. It really takes about that to hit six figures in your business. So to start out on social media, for me a couple of years ago, between all my platforms, I had hit right around 1,000. Sorry, my phone's ringing. 1,000 or 50,000 across all of my social media. And, just recently I have been wiped out. Like all of my social media got wiped out. Something just happened. Okay, here we are. When the phone rings, everything tends to go, right? It's crazy. So everything got wiped out, and I don't want this to happen for you. And it's happening to a lot of people. Okay. So I never thought it would happen to me. How many of you feel that probably won't happen to me? But I've ran into so many people since this has happened to me. Hey, Nancy. That you could have a small account, you could have a large account. It really doesn't matter. It's happening to so many people. And so here's one of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you. How can you safe haven that when something like this happens, you've already secured yourself, right? You've already secured yourself. And there's a couple ways of doing that. But today, moving forward into 2023, people are becoming more choosier. I mean, look at your buying decisions, right? Look at your buying decisions. People are becoming more choosier on who they're doing business with. So if you're here, you're watching me, or you're catching me on the replay, I feel very honored that you're hanging out with me. You're watching my trainings. You've taken some of my programs. I appreciate you because here's the thing. I know you have to build a community, right? You have to build relationships. I want to earn your relationship. I want to earn your business, right? Because when you do that, you earn their referrals too. And referrals are a lifeline of our business. I don't care what business you're in. It is a lifeline to your business, one piece of it, right? So if you think about that and you're putting out there and people are being choosy, what is your brand saying about you? What is your brand saying about you? Are you building a personal brand? Drop below if you're building a personal brand, okay? So here's the thing. You want to be the obvious solution, okay? Obvious solution to work with. You want people to say yes to you, right? You want to be the obvious solution. So if you have a brand, it's not about, oh, I got to have this huge influence. No, like I said, if you just get 1,000 loyal, okay, we're talking loyal. I've seen so many people that have hundreds of thousands of followers and they are not making any money. They don't have loyal fans, right? They don't have loyal fans. So you want to have a brand that is very solid, especially going through the ups and downs of the market, the economy. So really, you want to build strong relationships with people, right? And they become loyal to you. So when you are in the ups and downs and you have different offers and you are bringing other things to market, they're the first ones to raise their hand to you because they know you. They already trust you. So if you want to thrive in 2023, and have your best year yet, you need to build a personal brand. Okay, you need to build a personal brand. So number one, you need to share vulnerability. You need to share your story. You need to share a lot more things about you, your business. You'll see less and less of people that are not doing that are not going to get the following. They're not going to be standing out of the crowd. They're just not going to, because your job is to build that know, like, and trust factor. That's your number one job, is to build that know, like, trust factor, right? Trust factor. And so jumping in right away, like I said, in going into 2023, people are not jumping in right away and buying. Like the last 2 years, 2021, 22, all that, people were buying left and right. They were buying double things because, let's face it, the government was giving out money and there was a lot of things going on at that time. And so, money was just like crazy. So let me ask you right now, tell me, what are you building? Are you building an email list? Or building a group? Are you building one or the other? Drop in and let me know. And if you're not, just put no, that you're not doing either one. Okay. Because right off the bat, that should be one of your highest decisions right there. Thank goodness I built that email list when I did, right? When all my social media crashed, everything went, I had an email list. All right. So how do you build up that know, like, and trust factor? Well, really easy. This is how you build it up. Okay. Getting selfies out there, talking to people, right? Getting your face. You are the business. Your face is your business. Okay. People do business with you, right? We do it with you. So selfies, clips in your stories, reels. People talk about reels all the time. There's just a little short form. They're not going to buy right away out there. They're just getting to know you, getting to like you. And so what's powerful is video, right? I talked about this last night on our training. It's like, I know 95% of people are still not doing video. And I think when did video come out? 2017? And we're going into 23? Like, when are you going to start? Right? When are you going to start? So let me just ask you right now, if I was to give you 10 grand, would you figure it out? If I said, I'm going to give you $10,000 for you to go live, would you get out of your ish and figure it out to grab that 10 grand? Absolutely. So what's stopping you right now? And I had to really look at that, because in the beginning, I totally get it, because I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Right. And so you just need to dive in, and I'll tell you a little bit later on in this video. So number 2, be interesting. Be interesting, right? Why do you think that people follow like reels and different stuff? Because they're interesting. And so you need to be relevant. You need to be relevant. What are your customers interested in? Do you even know what your customers want? Do you even know what they want? People come to social media to do what? Connect, be inspired, feel educated, get educated, right? All of those things. They come to social media to fulfill something. What are they filling up? They're bored. They want connection, right? So you have to be interesting. You have to fulfill that if that's how you plan on doing sales. Okay. So people are constantly scrolling through the Facebook feed, constantly scrolling through the Facebook feed. What are you going to do to stop them? What are you going to do? Because I mean, I watch people. I watch people. So if you're a people watcher, I watch people. How it's fascinating to me how what they're doing because I don't allow cell phones at the dinner table. And we're out to dinner with my family or just me and my husband. We never get on our cell phones. And I'll watch people and literally they're not having conversations with you. They're scrolling. And how do you know they're scrolling? Because they're doing this. They're doing this. And they're not having conversations. They're bored with the other person on the other side, or they don't even know how to. So guess what? What are you going to do to stop their scroll? Because people are on it all day long. It's fascinating. Okay. So I don't want you to think that, just because, or you're not really wanting your reels to blow up. Here's the one thing you always hear. I want my reel to go viral. Really? Do you really want to? Because when it goes viral, those ain't usually your buyers anyway. So really want to use this to just catch people's attention, get them interested in you, get them entertained, and send them to a spot that they'll want to purchase from you, right? Or anything like that, right? It doesn't have to be gimmicky. You just want them to stop and jump into what you're asking them to do. What action step are you asking them to take, right? Number 3, we talked about this, go live. Go live. I want you to give me a reason right now if you're not going live. Give me one reason the reason why you're not going live. Because I told you, if I gave you $10,000, you would figure it out, right? So tell me one reason. I wish you could go back and see the ones that I did in the very beginning, because a lot of people say, well, Becky, I'm not that good. I'm nervous on camera. My life is too busy, all of the things. Well, when I first started doing live video, full-time working, busy mom, all of the things running a business and starting a new business. So I didn't have a space. So what did I do? I used my phone inside of my car. After work, I would get in my car, and that was the only time I could do it. I had a 15-minute window before I jumped on the road and headed home, and I did it in my car. I had this little handy light, that I clipped on the mirror in my car. So because it was dark out, right? It was dark out. And I clipped this on, lit it up, and went live. There is no excuses if you're building a business. Okay. If you are serious about building your business, there is no excuses. You can either live an excuse or get out of your excuses and get busy. Right. And, like I said, if you're going to see my first videos when I first started, you have to start somewhere. Right. And start today, because I guarantee you going live is what's going to set your business apart than anybody else out there. Okay, because there's so many people living up in here, the chaos, and don't do it. So you go live on giving tips, cooking, any kind of training, any kind of, you don't want to just constantly sell. You want to get them interested in you. Remember, why we do it is to build that know, like, and trust factor. So you got to build that up. You got to give them the goods before you can sell the goods, right? Give them the goods before you can sell the goods. Okay. So I know that most people say, well, I don't really have anybody watching. Okay, well, I just lost all my social media, right? And I'm rebuilding my social media, and I don't have a lot of viewers anymore either. But I am consistent in what I say I do. I am consistent in building my business. right? People want to do business with people that are consistent, because guess what? The moment you're not, you're just a swipe away and somebody else is in. That's how fast it is. So if you can't commit to growing your business, then you won't have a business. And I know it sounds harsh, and I want it to sound that way, because if this is the wake-up call moving into 2023 that you need to hear, I'm glad I gave it to you. Okay? I'm glad I gave it to you, because that is really, attention goes where it flows. Where's your energy going? Right? Where's your energy going? If you're not putting it in there, you're probably not having very many conversations. You're not building your business. Okay, number 5, get to know your peeps. Okay, your people. Get to know your people. Sitting around your campfire. Okay, the people that are paying attention to you are the ones sitting around your campfire, the ones on your platform. Recognize who they are and what are they doing and what do they need. Obviously, they're paying attention to you for a reason. Build that relationship with them, because we're in a relationship marketing, right? We're relationship marketing. That's what we do. And so, I teach, funnels, but I teach organic marketing, because let's face it, people buy through relationships anymore. They're not just going to go, oh, that's it. That's what I need. They're going to watch you for a little bit. Are you the one? Do you have the brand recognition that they're looking for? That's why consistency and all the things that I'm sharing with you is how you get that loyal following, right? Loyal following is what you're looking for. It's not about just post and run. You've got to get to know the people hanging out. Okay. So number 6, you want to nurture in a container. This is why I say having an email list or a group is so important. Most people don't want to do that because it feels like, ooh, that's a lot of work. Okay, well, a lot of work is constantly posting. A lot of work is constantly doing video and having nowhere to contain your people, to keep them around the fire, right? Are you having a light bulb moment right now? Because the people that are actually going to buy from you are sitting around the fire in those containers. They're not the ones that are just hanging out on social media somewhere, hoping and praying that they're getting to know you. If they're in some kind of container, they're being nurtured by you, right? So important to really evaluate what you're doing going into 2023, because like I said, people are more choosier than who they are purchasing from. So if you're not really building that relationship, letting them into your world and you getting to know what their needs are, and it's both vice versa, right? They're getting to trust and know you, you're getting to know them and figuring out what are their needs, and see if you're the obvious solution for them. Are you the obvious solution? So you can build your email list, you can have a text messaging system, you want a group. And here's the thing, like I hear so many people, because I don't want you to go crazy and have to think you have to do all these things, especially when you are just starting out. Like that can seem like a lot. But here's the cool thing about it, is when you're having an email and a group, you can do it simultaneously together. It doesn't have to be one or the other, right? If I have, let's say I have a freebie, let's say I have a morning routine and how I can be productive, how I am so productive in my business. I have this morning routine. Would you like more information on it? Check out my bio where you can grab it. People are going to run to my bio and grab that freebie if they're interested in that, right? And so what happens? They log into that. Now they're in my email list. And what am I going to do? I'm going to nurture them and invite them to my group. Hey, I got a group full of badass women building their business just like you. Like to be a part of it, right? Like, love to have you. That's how easy it gets to be. And then you're really nurturing inside of that community. So that's how you build up that and create that loyal following that you're looking to have. And so yesterday, if you wasn't a part of it, let me throw this up. I did a master class on a strategic strategy session planning we planned out some great things. We also reflected, right? We reflected on last year, and what are we looking forward to? What is the plan for the upcoming year, and what are our goals, and what was the strategies to get there? We did that all last night in a masterclass. So if you would like to join that masterclass, you can grab the replay. If you want the replay, drop in replay below and let me know. I see you, Nancy. Hell yeah, videos getting past giggles. Okay, so you are just starting to get more and more, and yes, you can have no more excuses on doing this. Yes, and you would love the replay. So Nance, you were on it last night, so check your email because I already sent out to everybody that already was asking for it. You should get the replay already that set in your email. Anybody else that hasn't gotten that, didn't jump in that last night, I can send you the link, and it's right inside the link where you can watch the replay. The workbook's in there, and also I put a vision board in there for you so you can create your own vision going into the new year. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you're on Instagram, make sure to DM me. And if you're on YouTube, we are a part of the group She's in Charge of Business. Join us there. All right. Thanks, you guys. Enjoy your day. And I go live every single Wednesday at 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, AM, I should say, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, where you can join me, where I teach. I do all kinds of free training on how to grow your brand in your business and bring it to the market. All right. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.